Good morning, myself Dr. Mrunal Akre, Assistant Professor, Global Institute of Ayurveda, Department of Dravyagun. Now we will see our next third series of pharmacology. In first series we have seen the basic pharmacology, then in second series we have seen about pharmacokinetics. Now we are going to see about pharmacodynamics. So continue by last lecture. Pharmacodynamics. Now, initially we have seen the definition of pharmacodynamics. What is pharmacodynamics? How it works? How drug means what happened to the drug in the body? That we have seen. Generally, what is pharmacodynamics? It is the what drug does to the body. Okay. Now, how drug is activated in the body, how it performs the action, that we will see in the pharmacodynamics. Now, pharmacodynamics is the study of drug effect. It attempts to elucidate the complete action effect sequence and the dose effect relationship. Modification of the action of one drug by another drug is also an aspect of pharmacodynamics. Now, principle of drug action. Drugs do not impart new function to any system, organ or cell. They only alter the pace of ongoing activity. The basic type of drug action can be broadly classified in as stimulation, depression, irritant, replacement and cytotoxic action. Initially, our physiological system is not hampered by any action of the drug, but what is happened there in the body, it is only converted by the drug by its action of stimulation, depression and irritation, replacement, cytotoxic action. Now, what is stimulation? How stimulation is done by drug? It refers to selective enhancement of the level of activity of specialized cells. Just like example, adrenaline stimulates heart muscles, pilocarpine stimulates salivary glands, etc. However, excessive stimulation is often followed by depression of that function. For example, high dose of picrotoxin, a CNS stimulant, produce convulsions followed by coma and respiratory depression. Now, what is depression? It is selective diminution of activity of specialized cell, just like barbiturates depress CNS system, quinidine depressed heart. Certain drugs stimulate one type of cells but depress the other, just like acetylcholine stimulates intestinal smooth muscle but depresses SA node in heart. Thus, most drugs cannot be simply classed as stimulants or depressants. So, next classification is irritation. It connotes a non-selective, often noxious effect, and it is particularly applied to less specialized cells like epithelium, connective tissue, etc. Mild irritation may stimulate associated function. Example, bitters increases salivary and gastric secretion. Counter irritants increases blood flow to the site. But strong irritants result in inflammation, corrosion, necrosis and morphological damage. This may result in diminution or loss of the function. Next is the replacement. This refers to the use of natural metabolites, hormones or their congeners in deficiency state. Just like if any person is suffering from Parkinsonism, in Parkinsonism, dopamine is decreased in brain. So, injections of levodopa is replaced to increase the dopamine level. Or insulin. In diabetic patient, insulin is not secreted by pancreas. So, to increase the level of insulin after food, one should have insulin injection. Next is cytotoxic action. Some drugs have selective cytotoxic action for invading parasites or cancer cells, attuning them without significantly affecting the host cells. Is utilized for cure, palliation of infections and neoplasms. Penicillin, chloroquine, zidovudine, cyclophosphamide, etc. They have cytotoxic action. Now, how the drug action takes place. Mechanism of drug action. Handful of drugs act by virtue of their simple physical or chemical properties. Just like bulk laxatives, they give physical mass to the stools. Dimethicone petroleum jelly, physical form opacity. Then para-aminobenzoic acid, they generally blocks the absorption of UV rays. Activated charcoal, it has absorbent property. Mannitol, magnesium sulfate, osmotic activity, they just decreases the extracellular intracellular fluid, and they have that means all the fluid it will be excreted from urine. Antacid neutralizes the gastric HCl. Potassium permanganate, oxidizing property. Chelating agent like EDTA, demecorpol. It has chelation of heavy metals. Then sequestration of cholesterol in GIT. These all are mechanism of drug action. Majority of the drugs produces their effect by interacting with a discrete target biomolecule, which usually is a protein molecule. Such mechanism confers selectivity of action to the drugs. Functional proteins that are targeted of drug action can be grouped into 4 major categories like enzymes, ion channel, transporters and receptors. However, a few drugs do act on the other proteins like colchicine, vinca alkaloids, taxine binds to the structural protein tubulin, or on nucleic acids, just like alkylating agents. Now, next, in the mechanism of action, enzyme act as a biological reaction are carried out under catalytic influence of these enzymes. Hence, enzymes are a very important target of drug action. Drug can neither increase or decrease the rate of enzymatically mediated reaction. However, physiological systems enzyme activities are often optimally set out. In this picture, you can see how enzyme is acted, how ion channel can be act for drug action, mechanism of drug action. Then the next is ion channels. In ion channel, proteins which act on ion selective channels participate in transmembrane signaling and regulate intracellular ionic composition. This makes them a common target of drug action. Drugs can affect ion channels either through specific receptors like G protein, ion channels, and other. For example, quinidine blocks sodium ion channels. Then nicorandil opens ATP sensitive potassium channels. Next, we have seen the transporter. Just you can see in C picture. Several substrates are translocated across membrane by binding to specific transporters like which facilitates diffusion in the direction of the concentration gradient or pump the metabolite against the concentration gradient using metabolite energy. Many drugs produces their action by directly interacting with the solute carrier class of transporter proteins to inhibit the ongoing physiological transport of the metabolite. Next is receptor, that is seen in last picture. The largest number of the drug do not bind directly to the effector via enzyme, channel, transporter, structural protein, template biomolecules, etc. but act through specific regulatory micromolecules which control the above listed effectors. These regulator macromolecules or the site on them which binds and interact with the drug are called as receptors. Receptor is defined as a macromolecule or binding site located on the surface or inside the effector cell that serves to organize the signal molecule drug and initiate the response to it, but itself has no other function. So this is about the receptors. Now receptors, most probably receptors can be divided as the following terms can describe about the receptors or biomolecule. First is agonist, then inverse agonist, antagonist, partial agonist and ligands. Agonists are the agent which activates a receptor to produce an effect similar to that of the physiological signal molecule. Inverse agonist, an agent which activates a receptor to produce an effect in the opposite direction to that of the agonist. Antagonist is an agent which prevents the action of an agonist on a receptor or the subsequent response but does not have any effect on its own. Partial agonist, an agent which activates a receptor to produce submaximal effect but antagonized the action of a full agonist. Ligands. It is a Latin word which means ligare, to bind. Any molecule which attaches selectively to particular receptor or site. The term only indicates affinity or binding without target to functional charge change. Agonist and competitive antagonist are both ligands of the same receptor. The overall scheme of the drug action through receptor is research. Now action effect sequence. What is action effect sequence? The drug action and drug effect both are often loosely used interchangeable but not synonymous. Both are different in words and in meaning also. Now what drug action means? It is the initial combination of the drug with its receptor resulting in a conformational change in the case of agonist, or prevention of conformational change through exclusion of the agonist in case of antagonist. Now drug effect. It is the ultimate change in biological function brought about a consequence of drug action through a series of intermediate steps. So these are the drug action and drug effect. Now what drug dosage? All the drugs, they have their dosage forms. All the dosage, they depends on their absorption, their level of plasma concentration time and their rate of excretion. Dose is the appropriate amount of a drug needed to produce a certain degree of response in given patient. The dose of a drug is governed by its inherent potency, the concentration at which it should be present at the target site, and its pharmacokinetic characteristics. Standard dose. What is standard dose? The same dose is appropriate for most patients. Means now what we get in market is the standard dose. For all patients the dose are similar. Means if the patient is of 50 kg or it may be of 100 kg, the paracetamol what we used is 500 milligram BD. Regulated dose. The drug modify a finely regulated body function which can be easily measured. Generally regulated dose are given in the per kg body weight. Target level dose. Now in some patient, means for depending on their genicity or genetic pattern, the dose level may be variant. This target level dose can be defined as the response is not easily measurable but has been demonstrated to obtain at a certain range of drug concentration in plasma. Titrated dose. Titrated dose needed to produce maximal therapeutic effect cannot be given because of intolerable adverse effect. Fixed dose combination. When we have to give one or more than one combination of drugs, then in market many fixed dose combinations are used in the ratio proportion. Just like if we buy an Allergy tablet or other any Cofol tablet, so they contain fixed dose combination where paracetamol will be in 500 milligram, pseudoephedrine, ephedrine, norepinephrine, it will be present in their dosage forms. So these are called as fixed dose combination. Now what is expiry date of pharmaceuticals? Expiry date means the drug is not going to be poisonous after that period. Generally we have the concept, or in home also many persons says ki if the drug has expiry date, it means it is gone poisonous, but it is not so. Generally after expiry date the potency of the drug it gets decreased. The shelf life or the life period of the drug is for that much period. After that the drug will lose its potency. It is a legal requirement that all pharmaceutical product must carry the date of manufacture and date of expiry on their label. The period between these two is called a life period or shelf life. Okay. Now what is adverse drug effect? Adverse drug effect are that ki after consuming a drug at the therapeutic dose form, it will create undesirable, unexpected events or effect on the body, that are adverse effect. Now these adverse effects are of different kind. Just like first is side effect. Side effects are the unwanted but often unavoidable pharmacodynamic effect of the therapeutic dose of that drug. Secondary effect. Secondary effect is the indirect consequence of a primary action of drug. Toxic effect. These are the result of excessive pharmacological action on the drug due to overdose or prolonged use. Intolerance. It is the appearance of characteristic toxic effect of a drug in an individual or therapeutic dose. Idiosyncrasy. Now what is idiosyncrasy? Idiosyncrasy is one that generally determined abnormal reactivity to chemical. Drug allergy. It is immunological mediated reaction producing stereotype symptoms which are unrelated to the pharmacodynamic profile of the drug. Photosensitivity. Generally some drugs they are sensitive to UV radiation. It is a continuous reaction resulting from drug induced sensitization of the skin to UV radiation. Drug dependence. Drugs capable of altering mood and feelings are liable to repetitive use to derive euphoria, recreation, withdrawal from reality, social adjustment. These are the drug dependence symptom. Drug withdrawal reaction. Some drugs they shows withdrawal reaction like sudden interrupt of the therapy or sudden stoppage of the drug, they will show their drug withdrawal reaction. Teratogenicity. Some drugs are capable to induce fetal abnormality if taken in pregnancy. These are called as teratogenicity. One drug, it was known as thalidomide, which was used for morning sickness in pregnant ladies. It was liberally used in 90s and from 1960 to 1970, but afterward it was seen that all the ladies who are consuming thalidomide, they are having C-limb childs. Their limbs were small as expected to the normal. So after that retrospective study was carried out which clarified that all the C-limb was due to the thalidomide, which is having teratogenicity. Drug induced disease. These are also called as heterogenic or physician induced diseases. These are functional disturbance caused by drugs which persist even after the offending drug has been withdrawn and largely eliminated. Then mutagenicity. Mutagenicity or carcinogenicity, it refers to genetic defect and cancer respectively. Now next topic we will see anesthesia in next lecture. Thank you.